Hey everyone, it's let's see, it's Saturday, October. Gotta look at my phone. Saturday, October 14th. We're in Poggio, San Lorenzo. We walked today from Rieti, which was our last rest day, and this was day 20 of walking, so stage 20 of the trek from Laverna to Rome. I wouldn't say it was a overly remarkable day in terms of things we saw. We were walking through the woods. I think one of the things we realized after we finished was that today we are right at 240 miles since we began our trek, began our pilgrimage, if you will, and we have. I keep talking about how hard it has been, and today was no exception. We have climbed. Now, I'm not talking about net climb because overall we're probably close to the same elevation we were in Laverna, but we have climbed over 30,000 feet. So in 20 days, so that means on an average, every day we're climbing about 1,500 feet. And there have been days that we actually didn't climb. So we're talking about average climbs of, 1,500 to 2,000 feet per day over an average of about 12 miles. So it has been. I would have to go back in my records to try and see what was done on the Camino Santiago, but I don't think it was near that. So we're up over 30. We've climbed Mount Everest at this point, but we still have more to go. We walked again from Rieti to Poggio San Lorenzo. It was about 15 miles. We did it in about 6 hours. Didn't have a coffee break or anything today. So, 2.5 miles or so an hour, which is, given the climbs, to me was a pretty good time. We found out it's Saturday night, and so Kathy and I are actually trying to make sure we can get to Mass, and we found out that there's a Mass in town at 9 a.m. in the morning, and then the place we're staying said that breakfast was at 8, and we said, well, we're going to have to pass on breakfast because we have to start walking to get into town for Mass. So they gave us actually a voucher for some breakfast at a restaurant right across the street from the church. The restaurant opens at 7, so we're going to get up in the morning, go and have some coffee and croissant or whatever at the restaurant in Poggio San Lorenzo, and then we're going to go to Mass, and that will be the last Sunday of the trek. And so we're very pleased with the fact that we've been able to meet our Sunday obligation all 4 Sundays that we have been on the pilgrimage. I can tell you that I would have to go back again and look, but I can tell you I don't think that happened on the Camino either time, but it may have, and I just don't have a good memory about it. So that's good. We're all doing well. Aches and pains, a couple of leg issues, but no one is on the verge of quitting or anything like that. I have a little back issues, but making it fine. We're going to have dinner tonight. We're staying at what's called an agriturismo, and we've stayed at one before, a couple of them before. And the best way I can describe it, it's like a farmhouse B&B, but has a fairly nice restaurant attached to it. So there's no other options for food. It's not like you're staying in a city and can go to a different restaurant. So you're basically trapped. But it's a local, in most cases, it's a local destination also for a good meal. So we're gonna have dinner here tonight, and outside that we did shower laundry, which means we basically, as we were showering, we washed our clothes while we were showering, and so they're hanging to dry. You can't really see them, but they're over on the window over there. It looked like a you can see my shirt and stuff over there in the window drying out. I've had to do that. On the Camino, it was much more often that you could get your laundry done at the hostel or a laundromat. It's not so much on this one. You can if you get into big cities, but we've only had one situation where the facility would actually do your laundry for us, and it was very expensive. We were like, oh, yeah, it was much more expensive than it would have taken to find a laundromat. And so on the Camino to Santiago, it's pretty common that you can get, once you get to the hostel, they will like do your laundry for 10 euros or 7 euros or something like that. That's not the norm on the Way of St. Francis. So it was something I anticipated, but I was hoping I was kind of wrong about it. So I brought more clothes than I did on the Camino de Santiago in anticipation of that. Anyway, headed out tomorrow. This was day 20, so we've got 5 left, and then we're going to be entering Rome. We'll enter Rome on Thursday, and the path takes us right to the Vatican. So we were researching today where to get our certificate for completing the journey, and so we'll go to the Vatican and get our certificate, and then head to the hotel, and we'll be finished in 5 more walking days. So very excited. I've had a great time, and have loved being with my 2 companions, and not sure if they would say the same thing. So anyway, I will talk to you tomorrow, and God bless everybody, and please keep praying for us, and appreciate all the prayers. All right, see you tomorrow.